This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of October 17th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. The Park County Covered Bridge Festival kicked off Friday, and some 1.5 million people are expected to visit the county's nearly 40 covered bridges and sample the food and handcrafted wares from local businesses. Park County Inc. Executive Director Nisa Jones says the event is crucial for many.
There are businesses here that are stationary businesses that depend on this 10 days to exist the rest of the year. They have business that comes and goes, but these 10 days are the heart of really sustaining them so that they can operate the way they do.
Jones says after being canceled in 2020 and a slightly smaller festival last year, the event is back in full swing and already running out of space. Oliver Winery in Bloomington has been named an Impact Blue Chip brand for 2021 by the publisher of industry magazine Wine Spectator. The award is given each year to the best performing major players in the industry over the long term. A crowdfunding campaign is underway to support the town of Hanover's community garden. The $35,000 campaign, which was launched by the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority, will receive a matching grant from the agency's Creating Places program if it reaches its goal by December 13th. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Did you know Indiana ranks 40th among the 50 U.S. states in terms of health? It's time for creative intervention. Join IBJ and Gleaners on October 31st for an important panel discussion about hunger and health in Indiana. RSVP by October 25th at ibj.com/events.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Visitors to last year's Indiana State Fair were among the last civilians to walk through the fairground's almost century-old swine barn. Inside Indiana business reporter Wes Mills has more.
Work began early this year to replace the rapidly aging, highly aromatic structure with a nearly all-new building called the Indiana Farm Bureau Fall Creek Pavilion. As the name implies, it will be used for far more than pig judging, for which the facility is only needed a few weeks out of the year. Ray Allison with the Indiana State Fair Commission says the pavilion will serve livestock first and foremost, but will be able to host other types of events as well. Design and construction for the $50 million project is being handled by Indianapolis-based Schmidt Associates and the Indianapolis branch of New York City-based Turner Construction. Not much of the old swine barn survived demolition. Only the original facade, which will be incorporated into the new building, remains. When completed, just in time for the 2023 Indiana State Fair, the pavilion will offer 197,000 square feet of interior space. A new wing will house the staff of the next-door Public Safety Center, which currently resides in its own building. That will be demolished to make room for the extension. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Pursuit Institute in Carmel has been designated as an independent career and technical education district by the state of Indiana. Invest Hamilton County says the designation enables the institute and the school districts it serves to receive up to $500,000 each year in federal Perkins funding. The organization says 5 public school corporations have already voted to join the institute's CTE district. They include Carmel, Hamilton Heights, Noblesville, Sheridan, and Westfield. According to Invest Hamilton County, programming offered within the new district will serve a higher percentage of the total student population compared to traditional brick-and-mortar locations. Fall is an important season for Indiana's $7 billion tourism industry, which is continuing to emerge from the devastating impact of the pandemic. The Indiana Destination Development Corporation says increased funding will be important for the state to compete with much better funded neighboring states. CEO Elaine Beadle.
We have been totally underfunded. I mean, when you look at net what we get to spend for an organization and marketing the state, we're about $4.5 million. We're competing with Pure Michigan at $40 million, Ohio spending $35 million, Kentucky spending spending $50 million. Illinois spending nearly $90 million this year. And so we're not in an opportunity to even compete with them. So yeah, I think what we have to do, though, is to really educate our legislators to understand the importance and how we're really missing out. And if we could get up to the level some of these other states are, the additional revenue, the additional spend, and the additional taxes that'll come back to Indiana, this is an investment in our future.
Numbers from the IDDC from 2020 indicate the tourism sector in Indiana supports nearly 150,000 full and part-time jobs. One Southern Indiana CEO, Wendy Dant Chesser, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.